EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the International Federation of PGA Tours are proud to present a World Golf Championship. Today from the Pacific Northwest and Chambers Bay Golf Course, live third round coverage of the EA Sports Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. On top is Hideki Matsuyama. He sits at 10 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
Well, right off the range, and first iron shot in there, and it's in there tight.
From 4 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament. Now at the second and a medium length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dogleg to the left, and a rather long, skinny green here. Well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right, and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left.
That is into the bunker. So birdie at the first, but he'll be hard-pressed, Frank, to make birdie from there, I would think.
Yeah, it's not out of the question, though, Rich. You know, with a good second shot, he should still be able to get this on the green. Well, for such a big drive, I expected better out of that bunker shot.
A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
Really not a whole lot to this. He's going to get a little help from the slope. Other than that, just slightly to the right.
Oh, man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. That finished off for par here at the second, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green.
14 feet to the hole.
Maybe you look to the heavens here. That didn't need much more. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, here on the fourth tee, you get a good look, don't you, at what Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed beautifully, Rich, by the bunkers there, left, short off the tee, plus the ones down the right side. You can see everything in front of you, but the hole does bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards. Well, this is left all the way. And now problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. It's going to take a heroic effort to reach this screening too. It's his second from a dreadful lie. Not taking the easy road on this hole, but still a chance to get out of here respectably, Frank.
Yeah, if that ball had just missed that bunker, got some decent distance out of that deep rough.
Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Okay, not too bad there. Not in gimme range, but a good chance to possibly walk away only down a stroke. Nicely judged, though. It's 4-5 here at par 3. And with it, the lead is back down to 1. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. The hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot. Now, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway, I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Now this for birdie.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
Hit a good putt there. Maybe didn't quite break as much as he wanted it to, and it leaks by to the right. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and it'll stay at -9. Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
This starting toward the right side. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now the approach shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay, and what's the key, Frank?
Well, I think it's a fun second shot, Rich. Too often people just look at the yardage and they blaze away, but really, if you wanted to play this hole as the Scots want to play the game, then when the pin's at the back, you'd hit a low running shot that bisects those two bunkers.
I don't think we'll be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight, Frank, but all in all, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not bad, but not great, so not bad.
Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hammocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that. What a great tee shot. Perfect. Right down the middle.
So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage. That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
9 feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Finishing up our front side here at the 9th, it's a par 3. And Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's an absolute stunner, really, because of the views. And this is where you realize that links golf, minus trees and minus some of the things we see on other golf courses, can still look absolutely beautiful. But don't look at the scenery too much, because you've got well over 200 yards here. Even though it's elevated, it still requires a good tee shot. But a little 2 here, and you might just have yourself a good outward 9.
That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
That rough is obviously much thicker than we were all expecting this week. Consequently, took a lot of speed off that shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those 2 short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second.
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
And all things considered, he's in a pretty good spot. It might move gently to his right as it works back up the slope.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that dune out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that dune, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of the green, so you've got to be on the right level.
That one looking a little right.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball not sitting too badly here at number 11. This is second shot.
I suspect a little bit of a misset with the approach shot. That ball barely gets on the front edge.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. That one just lacking a little bit of pace, but not bad at all from there. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he's going to remain one shot off the pace.
The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there and have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green. And you might just putt for an eagle.
And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. And this not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots. Five feet now for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par, 2 under on his round.
Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way.
Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he'll drop out of the lead and wind up a shot back.
Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy.
This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Anything on the green would be a good result from here as he readies his second out of the sand.
Now, that's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
You got to think 2 putts will work out fine from here, but this is a long look for birdie. Can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, normally on a golf course, you don't want to spend too much time in the trees, with the trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because it's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hunter, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3.
Okay, solid shot, and that'll give him a chance at birdie here at the 15th.
This is an 11-foot putt.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll move to 11 under par. Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is a pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get into the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad.
this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he gets it to 12 under par. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
And that one not going to stop in time. It'll roll all the way into the bunker. Second now from the sand here at 18.
On the tee, I saw a lot of green grass, but now the third shot is once again from the sand.
Tough to control the golf ball out of the bunker. This is on the green, but with a lot of work left to be done. This one not for the faint of heart. Down a big slope, though it is for birdie. You might like this one. You might really like it. Oh, yeah, long distance for birdie here at 18. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich. Long enough, straight enough, and making the odd putt here and there, and it just adds up to a commanding lead.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.